Hello and welcome back to David's Closet. If you are new here on this channel, we like to talk about handbags, accessories, and all of that fun stuff from the male point of view. I do want to apologize. I have a cap on, I need to get my hair cut, and I'm very well ungroomed today. It's been crazy. After being sick with COVID a couple weeks ago, I'm just worn out. So between work, my two jobs, I'm a real estate agent, and I also work a corporate 9 to 5. I'm exhausted. So also it's the Christmas season. It's early December, so I'm currently shopping for Christmas presents still and doing all that stuff, and I'm really behind on that. Normally I'm done before December and I just started, so that's exciting. So this video is going to be very, very quick. So I am going to first introduce it, and I'm going to invite anyone who watches this who has a YouTube channel to make their own, because I think these are always really fun to see. So this video is going to be my unrealistic luxury wish list for Christmas, right? So I want to preface this real quickly with saying I am not asking anyone in my life for these items. These are not items I would expect anyone to get me. My family, my spouse's family, my spouse, no one. I don't expect anyone to buy these things for me. This is ridiculous. I would never ask for any of this stuff. This is stuff, if I want, I would buy myself. Stuff like this. Also, bag of the week, my Prada tote. This is too expensive to ask for a present. I'll be honest, I would even feel uncomfortable if there was like a Kate Spade Coach or like Tory Burch outlet item that I wanted. I would be hesitant to ask for it because even those are over, $150, $200 sometimes. A great deal on something that I'll tell you later. Not in this video, it'll probably be in another video. But anyway, so these are not things that I'm asked for, so don't come at me in the comments saying I'm ungrateful, all this stuff. What I really asked for this year, for my spouse, I saw it on Instagram, it was a cat necklace charm, and it looked just like my cat, like just like her in a necklace form. And I believe that was $75. And then my Land Rover, the keys that came with it, they're these piano black plastic key fobs, and it has some scratches on it. So I asked him if he can find a replacement just key cover, that would be great. So those are what I asked for him. And then from my family and his family, I really haven't asked for much because I buy things I need and want. So for me, I like giving gifts. And so anyway, so I just want to preface that. But I invite anyone who wants to do this with me. So we're going to start in the automotive world. For unrealistic item number 1, I would love a 2023 Land Rover Defender 110. So I would love this car. I really like the off-roady, bulky, impractical looking SUVs. I had a Volvo XC60 before and I loved it, but it was sleek, it was low to the ground, it was not that. It was the exact opposite of that, right? So that's why I bought my Land Rover Discovery. But this thing is very attractive. My favorite feature is the safari windows on the top panel that kind of look down into the car. I just think that's so cool. So, that's something I would want. Obviously, I would never ask for that for Christmas. That might be my next vehicle in a couple years when I decide to trade the Discovery. But I would never ask for that for Christmas. That's absurd. The next one is actually a vintage. So I believe the years were like 95 to 2004 when they made the body style I want of this car. So this is a like 95 to 04 Land Rover Discovery. So it's the predecessor to the car I currently have, which is a lot more modernized. It's still a little bit more off-roady looking, a little bit more bulky looking, but nothing like these bad boys. And this is also the car that was driven in one of my favorite movies, Stepmom, and I really want one. I want it in the dark green, the classic Land Rover green, kind of like my hat. I want that really bad. Those also have the safari windows, and they have a ladder on the back, and it just looks so cool. Like, it looks so rugged. I don't leave the highway, I know that, but I think they're very, very cool. So I would love to have one. Of course, everyone knows that Land Rover has a reputation of not being a great vehicle. This thing is so old, there's no manufacturer warranty still, and there's no extended warranty that'll cover this beast, right? that's why I would never really want it. And that's why it would have to be a Christmas gift, because I would need lots of dollars to fix everything that breaks on it. But I think they're cool. The next one is travel. And there's one place I've always wanted to go, and I've been fortunate enough to go to quite a few really cool places. But I would love to go to Bora Bora. I would love to stay in an overwater hut, live out my Kim Kardashian dream, right? You know, lose a diamond earring in it. People are literally dying, Ken. I love that. That's somewhere I really want to go. And it's very, very, very expensive. I know there's ways to go and make it less expensive. Like I've heard people say, you know, when they go, they'll stay like on one of the bigger islands and, you know, like do like an Airbnb condo situation, maybe a hotel if there is some, you know, and then they'll do like 1 or 2 nights in the overwater bungalows, because the overwater bungalows are very expensive. 1 night in those is equal to, you know, 3 or 4 nights out in Las Vegas. So, but I would love to be gifted that. That'd be so cool. Also, obviously, airfare is very expensive because it's like 1,000,000 miles away. So now, kind of in line with this channel, there's a few items on here. I would love a Chanel card holder. Not like the slip ones, you know, where it fits like 2 card slips in the front, 2 in the back. Autumn Beckham has one I like. It's like the card case. So like the front actually flaps open. They have the boy style ones and then the regular style ones, the classic flap style. I would like either of those. I think they're very, very pretty. And then in addition to that, I would love a Chanel wallet that would match my Chanel Grand Shopping tote. So I'll throw a picture of something up here that I have found that I would love. And then in the same line, Chanel, I would just like a Chanel zipper pouch. And these are things that I have found, but of course, you know, on the pre-loved market especially, $700, $1,000 or more dollars for a zipper pouch, which to me is just absurd, because I mean, I paid $500 for this Prada bag, so I wouldn't want to spend more than that on a zipper pouch that's quite literally this big. But I would definitely like one. So next, another brand that I don't necessarily love. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of this brand. I don't necessarily support them. I think some of their items are absolutely beautiful. I do believe the craftsmanship is great, but I don't like the elite feel that they have. They just, and honestly, Louis Vuitton's getting there because they're making things really hard to get. Hermes, the Garden Party 30 is a bag I would love to have. And I have 2 colors, maybe 3 that I would like. Obviously the black with, you know, like the silver buttons. Number 1, the camel color, kind of like a nice honeycomb brown. I think that would be absolutely beautiful. And I don't have a bag in that color right now. I'm thinking about buying a Kate Spade bag in that color though. And then number 3 would be like a dark gray color, because I actually have gotten rid of most of my dark gray bags, if not all of them. So that would be something I would also love. So we're going to shift to real estate now. My family, we have went to, last Christmas, we spent in the Naples, Bonita Springs, Naples, Florida area. We actually stayed in Bonita because we got a really good deal on an Airbnb. But I really like that area of Florida. It reminds me of a very, very tropical destination. So I'm by no means a Florida expert. I haven't been there a ton. I've been there a handful of times. But the Atlantic side of Florida, I don't love as much. The beaches aren't quite as beautiful as the beaches on the Gulf side. So I would love to have a condo in the Naples, Bonita Springs area that's close to the beach, because I just love the beach. And I just like it. There's so much tropical, you know, life down there. I mean, obviously after the hurricane, things are a little bit different, I'm sure, right now. But I would love to be walking distance to a crystal clear blue beach with, you know, sand dollars floating around and, you know, not jellyfish. Those are probably there too. But, you know, just all the really pretty life that lives there. It would be awesome. And then also my favorite place in the whole world is New York City. So I would love a midtown apartment. I don't need anything crazy. I'm not asking for a Blair Waldorf penthouse here. I'm thinking like just a nice studio, maybe a studio with den, small 1-bedroom, just something so I could go, you know, if I decide, oh, you know, I want to go work from New York this week. You know, if I could work from home all the time. I know, right? Who the heck am I? But I would love that. That's actually a dream I've had for a very, very long time. So if someone wanted to gift me one, I would say thank you very, very much. back to the topic of this channel, I would also like a Gucci wallet to match my Ophidia tote. Ideally, I would love it in the blue GG Supreme print, and I'll try to find some pictures of some examples. They don't have a ton. I would love that. I would also take just a regular GG wallet with the regular brown print. It would match close enough to my bag where it would work, but I would love that. I like to have at least one wallet that goes really well with each bag. So that's kind of the thought process behind that. Now this is a bag that I recently have become kind of obsessed with wanting, and it's the Dior Lady Delight. It's basically the Lady Dior, but it's in the jacquard, like canvas material. And I really, really like it. It's a little bit more practical and less fancy looking than the leather versions. Because everyone, I didn't unbox it, it was before my channel, but I had a Lady Dior medium and a blue, like a navy blue leather with silver hardware, and it was beautiful, but the condition was just a little bit too rough for me for what I paid for the bag. At that time, that was the most expensive bag I had ever purchased. So I just wasn't happy with it, and I wasn't happy with the size and shape. I feel like the D-Lights, some of the sizing, maybe a little bit fatter and not quite as like suitcasey. I don't know. The D-Lights just look better to me. I really want one, but they're pretty pricey, and you can't even find them pre-loved in a price that I'm willing to pay. And then the last item is actually for my channel here, and that would be a fancy vlog camera. So right now I have a setup where I use my iPhone. I have the 14 Pro Max now. I'm part of the iPhone upgrade program, so every year I upgrade it. And this is one of the reasons why I use it as my camera for YouTube. So I like to have the best when it comes out. But I would love a nice fancy camera someday. But of course that's too expensive to ask for. So maybe someday I'll find something, and it's something that I can't even justify myself spending the money on, so I can't ask. And that's kind of with all these things. If I haven't bought these for myself, there's a reason, and I'm not going to ask someone else to buy them for me, right? But I would like to find one. The problem is, you know, the good cameras are several $100s, and I kind of want us to keep it under or like right at like $150. Just because, you know, my channel's not that big yet, right? So, I mean, if I was out here, you know, with 100,000 subscribers, you know, making, you know, $1,000 a video and ad revenue, I think I would be more on board with spending some money on it. Until I get some subscribers and start to build this up a little bit more, that's not going to be something that I want to spend that money on. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and emphasis on the please subscribe and share with people and subscribe. I will put a preference. Please keep your comments at least somewhat positive. I'm not saying you have to love everything I have. You can tell me I'm not a big fan of that bag. That's cool, but there's ways to say that are nicer than some people have in the past. So please do that. And we'll be Gucci. So thank you so much for watching. And for anyone watching who has a YouTube channel, I tried to find the comment and I can't find it. I know there's a smaller YouTuber like me, and they commented on a video where I did a tag and said I'd love to be tagged in a video. If that was you, do this video and tag me in it so I can watch yours, because I would love to do that. I remember I subscribed to the channel, but I tried to find the comment the other day and I was having difficulty doing so. So you're in my head, so do this video. And then everyone else who I usually would tag, Touch Jean, I would love to see your unrealistic luxury Christmas wish list. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.